Welcome to your new employee self-service training. Today, we are talking about the new look of our iSolved HCM employee view, and we hope that you like it as much as we do. Even though we have a new look on our platform, you can still continue to generate your pay stubs, W-2s, do things like ask for time off, and other features that you've enjoyed in the past. Let's get started. We'll begin by using the time and attendance icon. You'll notice that once I select time and attendance, subtopics expand on the right-hand side. The pay and the personal icon will behave the same way, allowing you to navigate to those areas of need. Next, we will explore the tiles on the homepage. Notice that the time and attendance tile allows us to click on subtopics. Here I clicked on time card and it navigated me to my time card where I can see each of my punches, the total amount of hours that I've worked, and you'll notice that there is some color coding on this page that will allow you to see hours worked and punches. The home icon will then navigate me back to my home page and I can select the My Calendar. This too will contain color codes. I will be able to see any scheduled holidays and any time off requests that I've put in, whether pending or approved. Selecting that home icon again. And of course I can select time off and put in for a time off request. Again, the navigation will be a little different, but the end result will be the same. I enjoy the recently visited tile because it allows me to navigate back to areas I've previously used. You'll notice that going down the left side of the page where the icons are listed, Pay provides me the subtitles as well as the tile on the home page does the same thing. The personal tile also provides the same subtopics as the icon shown on the left side of the page. When it's time for an employee to punch in during the day, they can use the speed punch icon, the pink button with a plus sign, one left mouse click, which presents two additional icons. First, we'll talk about the detailed punch. One left mouse click, and we can see that we can add in a punch. Notice the detail. It will show the location. It will provide the date and time, as well as a normal auto punch. The system knows if we are in or if we are out. The labor group allows the employee to select a different labor group or even a different job. Once the employee has selected the labor or job, they would then select the word Save and then would see the punch created. Once finished, select I'm done, and that drives us back to the home page. The plus sign is known as the quick punch. So one left mouse click, and now I receive my successful punch notification, which shows me the punch and selecting I'm done. Next, we will use the tile to navigate to the time card. The time card opens to the current pay period. I am able to look at this time card in the pay period, the week, or day mode. And we'll navigate back to the pay period. Down the left side, we will see details about this time card. Regular earning hours, travel hours. Notice the travel hours are also displayed in adjustments, and any bonuses as well. If the employee has transferred between job, location, branch, also known as labor fields, you will see those items displayed in this area, along with any hours worked in each area. The employee can see that there's an alert. We have a missing punch. That missing punch was on February 4th, as indicated with the exclamation point. When I left mouse click on the tile, it will expand and I will be able to see that the employee punched in at 8 o'clock. However, if I expand on the expansion arrow, it will also show me that I have a missing punch. The manager will be able to make modifications to that missing punch. To close this section, I would click on the expansion arrow and the tile at the top. The employee can drill into all days to see specific in and out punches for the amount of hours worked on that day. Scrolling down to the bottom of the page presents us with the missing punch button. Remember that we have a missing punch on February 4th. When I scroll down, I'm able to then select the missing punch button, one left mouse click, and now I will see the date of the missing punch, the time of the missing punch, and what type of punch it was. This also gives the employee an ability to enter in any notes that would be associated with that punch. And then from there, select Save. It will register the punch and then notify the manager there is a missing punch for them to go in and approve. Once the employee submits the missing punch, they also have other capabilities on the time card screen. The upper left-hand corner allows them to approve the time card, or they could also add a record to the time card if the company allows them to do so. Going over to add a record, there are some different things here. In most companies, employees are allowed to create a quick punch or add a punch. Other companies may allow job allocation or hour allocation. In this instance, we're going to talk about adjustments. To add an adjustment like mileage, tips, or travel time, you would be able to select the date, enter the type of adjustment, enter in the amount, and then select Save. The system shows that the record has been saved correctly. And then on the left side, I would be able to see the $50 adjustment. The manager is also able to see this. Next, we're going to go to the My Calendar. This provides the employee with information such as when scheduled to work, any absences that are on the books, if they're pending, or if they're approved, and even if they've been processed. So from this calendar, you can go back and forward through the months. I can also manage this information directly from the screen. On the left-hand side, it's going to give me a summary. And then I'm able to click on different items and turn off items. The View Summary allows the employee to deselect items that they may not be interested in at the moment, making the calendar configurable for their needs. The summary allows me to see a quick view of the hours listed on the calendar. The summary provides a nice overview of the time I have approved or pending or scheduled. Next is the Time Off Request button. A summary of the leave accruals are presented, showing the different policies that are available and the number of hours remaining for each absent policy. Use the button to drill down into the details and find current service dates, length of service, and award dates. The actual accrual amount is listed, as well as other items and information. The summary presents upcoming, pending, and part-time off. Selecting the Request Time Off button allows us to then drop down, select the absence policy, enter in the date range, the number of hours requested, and notes for our manager. Once the time off has been submitted, the manager receives an email alert and an alert on the dashboard. Next on the agenda is the direct deposits. I'm able to see the type of direct deposits I use. Selecting details allows me to expand and see the routing, account type. If I need to edit this, then all I have to do is select the Edit button and then I can make updates. Next, we navigate to Pay History. This is where I'm able to select the pay stub I wish to see, and then I'll use the expansion arrows to see the full details of each category. You'll notice up to the right, I can also go back through the years. Scrolling down to the bottom of the page, we'll be able to download. Here you can put in a date range, or you can select to download the specific pay stub that you need. So simply point and click, selecting the date for the check stub that you wish to produce, and you'll be able to print that to a hard copy printer or save it to your device. Next, we will talk about the Tax Update Wizard. If you're able to update your taxes, you have a handy dandy wizard. All you have to do is hit the Start button, and then it's going to take you through both your federal and your state forms. First, you're going to start with the Start button. This will allow you to point and click on the appropriate selections. Again, this will be for federal and state. Our last area to visit is the personal page. When employees are allowed to edit their own information, such as address, contact information, emergency contacts, beneficiaries, dependents, this is where we would go. Again, we're going to use the expansion arrows, and we would use the edit button to begin editing that information. The Manage Contact button will open up the contact section, and this again is where you will click to open and begin to edit that contact. Once you're finished, you would be able to save that and then close it and move on to the next. You'll notice that when I select the button, I am now able to hover, use the edit. It would then allow me to make updates to my emergency contacts or my contacts information. Thank you for joining us for the employee portion of the new iSolved Employee Self-Service Portal.